Jy's ingeskakel op Maluti Express 97.1, jou van die werk af huis toe gaan sessie. Elke middag het ons 'n brokkie vermaak wat ons vir jou bring, en vanmiddag is dit plaaslik. I'm going to do it in English now, Richard. We've got Richard McDonald, I promised you. He is a local artist. He's also a poet, and he is visiting us, and he's going to do a poem to us, or for us. But first of all, Richard, we need to get to know you a little. So tell us a little bit about yourself, and especially the part where your grade 1 teacher plays a role.
Okay, hello. So, yeah, it started off, I went to school in Pretoria, and I was very blessed to have this amazing grade 1 teacher. I don't know how she got it right, but she found like potential and talent, I guess, within me. And the next day I just noticed she wanted to talk to my parents after school, and I thought I was being very naughty or something. But I remember they went, and she said I have to be enrolled in her drama classes.
Yes.
And then I had to do my first poem, Oiki gaan school too,
Yes.
and I'd done really well. At that time I won, but I didn't understand the concept of winning or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, but then it just went on from there. Then I couldn't stop. I kept on doing poetry as much as I can all the way up to grade 12.
And we spoke a little bit on Sunday when we chatted about this for 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we just spoke about this, and like there were moments in your life where you didn't even realize how many poems you've actually written.
Yeah.
Because it's just always been this part of you, always doing it without even going and sitting down and thinking, oh, I gotta do a poem now.
Yeah, it's a funny thing if it's your dream, if it's within you, it just bleeds out of you.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was just when it goes like in the darker times, me trying to perform, trying to find places, and then you hesitate, you wonder if you're good enough or whatever. And I helped my mom with the garage a couple of months ago, and I just saw some of my school books, and I didn't do much schoolwork, but within them there was a bunch of random writings, sometimes poetry, sometimes what I thought could be raps,
Sure.
but it was always there.
Yes. And then Richard, the thing I liked the most, what we spoke about, is the fact that many times people think creativity has to come from a very dark place, no? And sometimes very good things come from there.
Yeah.
But then also you were, and that's your heart with the poetry and the spoken rhyme, that it should be inspirational, and it sometimes it creates hope.
Yeah, it's I just found that art it became like a trend to just be like, oh, but I'm an artist.
Yeah,
and it's like this very dark thing, but I feel like art it's there to in light and to bring light. If God is the creator and he speaks light, then we should as well. And it was just a beautiful moments for me when even from grade 1, and to see the moment the children and myself, we did poetry, how the people, the parents mostly, how they came in with stress and how they walked out with smiles and relief. And I believe art is there to take our breath away, not to keep it in.
That's great. Now that's the introduction, a small quick one. We're going to listen to some music, and then after that Richard's going to do one of his poems to us live from Maluti FM 97.1. Ben Howard, I Forget Where We Were. En dit bring ons dan by Richard McDonald, wat vir ons 'n poem gaan doen en die gedig gaan doen, en hy noem hom Conversations with the Suns. Richard, over to you.
As the cold of night lets go of the ground, and it gives itself the sky, I invite the sun to crawl up my skin and ask the cold to leave my bones. I ask the sun if she saw them, if they are still alive. Let me not know if they became waves. Let me not know if they became ash in the wreckage. Let them come back to me. Send them my gift. Make sure they feel warm when you give them my love. Teach me about light. I want to shine bright. Is it always burning? Does it still hurt you? Or is it more painful to stay like Luke and only end up warm? I want my love to be burning. Let me be like the bush that never gets consumed by the fire. Tell me, where did you learn how to shine? From the sun. I'm here in this box, floating around in the lost and found, Let them find me. Let anyone find me. How did you find me? Teach me about standing still. Do you wave goodbye as we turn away? Do you fear that we might not come back around? Do you ever wonder how we look when we sleep? Did you miss me? Teach me about standing still. Is that the secret to be found? Are we only found when we belong to someone? So, as I was walking lost amongst the many, there but not present, filled with air but not breathing, liked but not loved, alive but not living, warm but not burning, found but not belonging. All these boxes of paradox, guilty of breaking the laws of physics, being two places at once, we all are found, yet we are lost if we do not belong. Where do you belong? Are you truly the Son of God? She replied as fast as light. When he woven you together, he spoke you just as bright when he made me. Just like I never set, so God never rests. You should just stop turning away. You are never lost, just unaware to whom you belong to. You belong to him.
Thank you, Richard. En dit was van ons vermaak vanmiddag hier in die Express.
You too, man.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Right.